Are we live? Anyone in the stream? Chat? Hi. I think we're live. Yeah, we're live. I've done this so many times, but yeah, okay. So, this is the January 15th political update. Which, the past couple days we had so much to do, so I'm just doing a live stream for it all because I can't possibly remember everything. But, yeah. So, first of all, yesterday, France, a while ago, resigned, or announced his pending resignation, rather. And Bonnie Crombie resigned as Liberal leader. So they're doing an interim leader. I'm going to check now, guys, to see if they got one yet. Don't mind if I do. Ontario Liberal leader. Yeah, Nate Erskine-Smith's probably going to run for it, but most likely. I don't even know if I don't think they have an interim at the moment either. But yeah, most likely Nate Erskine-Smith will run for it. 9 chances out of 10. Or actually, yeah, he started a website. I don't know if he fully announced it yet, I don't think. Though he does do videos, kind of like what I do. But let's focus on one thing at a time. So first, let's focus on failed Liberal candidate for Terra Nova the Peninsulas. Ran against my good buddy, actually, Jonathan Rowe, who beat him. Me and him are good buddies, actually. I think he watches this channel. But yeah, Jonathan beat him by 12 votes. He's mad because at Jonathan for doing a anti-Bill C9 town hall meeting type of thing with MP Andrew Lawton, I think his name is. So I'll show you guys Germain's post. Also, he's a CBC puppet. He used to work for CBC. So I'll get him up in a minute. Screw it. I'll just go on my page. I think it's on Facebook. Or on this Facebook page. But YouTube page, not my personal. Alright. So, he actually made 2 posts on it. So in the meantime, I'll get it up for you guys. Yeah, so crap. I got water on my hand. Not water. A Powerade. Alright, so this is what he posted yesterday at 7:49 p.m. Thou shalt not bear false witness. That's what Germain said. It is a simple commandment, but one MP, Jonathan Rowe, seems to have forgotten. He claimed that. Alright, guys, I don't know what the heck happened there. Crashed out on me for a minute. But, go back to. Perhaps I don't like if share a screen, but I could just simply. It's easier said than done to actually do it. This is his post. I'll just read it through here. Thou shalt not bear false witness. It's a simple commandment, but one MP, Jonathan Rowe, seems to have forgotten. His claim that quoting the Bible should lead to criminal prosecution is it just wrong? It's deliberate disinformation. As an MP, Mr. Rowe knows full well that Section 2A of the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms protects our fundamental freedom of religion to suggest otherwise in his public innovation to a meeting in Clareville on Friday is a disservice to the people of Terra Nova the Peninsulas. Defending spiritual integrity need not resort to this kind of fear mongering. So Jermaine straight up nuts. I think you guys can see. You guys see here? Yeah, you can see I put a laughing emoji there on my personal Facebook. Yes, and that's my dog. But, yeah, okay. So, that's that right there. Yesterday, 49. Now he posted something 10 hours ago. So I'll show you his second one. MP Jonathan Rowe is holding a meeting in Clareville tomorrow where he is expected to continue using divisive quotations, the same one his leadership has pulled out of context to manufacture fear within our faith communities. Scripture reminds us, the first to state his case seems right until another comes and examines it. Proverbs 18:17. Mr. Rose claims that Canadians could face prosecution for simply quoting the Bible as a classic example of stating half a case to stir up an audience. For the full examination of the facts, Google National Observer plus Real Debate on Hate Speech. You'll find that the actual debate is about closing a loophole regarding the promotion of violence, not criminalizing faith. If you're attending the meeting tomorrow, schedule below. I encourage you to look at the full context list. Let's prioritize facts over fear-mongering. Constituents in Terra Nova the Peninsulas deserve representatives who respect the truth enough to give us the whole story, not just the parts selectively chosen to scare us. Once again, very nuts. I understand he lost by 12 votes. He's probably upset about it. And that he is a CBC puppet for over 30 years. But yeah, don't give him the right. Now, let's look at the comments. Some people are nuts enough and support Jermaine on this. Some crazy people said, well said, Anthony. Danielle Doyle, yeah. She ran actually provincially, Carpentier Trinity Bedford, as the Liberal candidate, but lost to PC Riley Balsam. But Danielle Doyle said, also some of his constituents in the North Shore area are still without homes. Yeah, this comes from the missus who never gave a shite about it. I actually heard something sharing that. Yeah, in fact, she was the candidate at the time, never cared about it, apparently. Still without homes, livelihoods, etc. So, this pure bullcrap. In fact, he did attend meetings up there, etc. from the devastating wildfires this past summer. You would think his time would be much better advocating for their needs. Well, he did go up there, in fact. I could get the post up for you. Danielle Doyle, yeah. She's a teacher at a school in Carpentier. Anywho, let's see. Yeah, oh yeah, I put a laughing emoji on that one too. Or is that the one I looked at? I can't. Let's look at comments on this one. False Christian, false MP. Yeah. Well, I mean, the liberals are false Christians. They go against God. Quite frankly. Yeah. Thanks for sharing. That's Danielle Doyle again. Yeah, all she likes to do is just complain about some things. That is talking head doesn't know who Sedgwick sisters. Yes, he does. In fact, I believe he worked down there. Oh yeah, people put laughing emojis on my post. His religious rights are human rights. That is true. Oh yeah, my good post. Let's read. What religious rights are you losing here exactly? Freedom of speech. If you say a basic religious quote, you get in trouble because they consider it offensive. Yeah, that is true. Freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom of expression. We don't have freedom of speech here in Canada. It's freedom of expression. That's an outright law. Read the bill yourself. No, shy. I looked at it. Oh shit. Some people don't have a clue. If anyone, most likely no liberal would be watching my channel. I can't see it very well. Does anyone have nothing in common with me? But yeah. Anywho, what should we move on to next? What? Oh yes. I don't know where to start next. I think I'll just start with take that. Sorry, I got a hair in my nose, so. But yeah. So I'm gonna go to Francois Legault now. Yeah, so he stepped down. There was many statements regarding that because he had the MOU with Quebec, or tried to do it, or whatever. MOU deal is obviously not done yet, but yeah, he has a big resignation speech here. Am I sharing it? I don't think. But I don't want to read it all out. Just look it up if you want to see it. But there needs to be a leadership election for that. They don't even have it set up yet, but remember, guys, this is not too long after the Liberal leader stepped down of Quebec, Rodriguez. But yeah, he announced yesterday, and many people gave statements from NL because obviously the MOU. I'll show you our Premier Tony Wakeham's a speech Facebook post. Tony Wakeham. Let's go. Anyways, where is it? Here. Please read my statement on the announcement of the resignation of Premier Francois Legault. I want to acknowledge Premier Francois Legault for his service of the people of Quebec and thank him for his years of public leadership. Serving as a First Minister carries immense responsibility, and I wish him and his family well as he transitions from public life. As for what comes next for the Memorandum of Understanding, guys, I deeply apologize. It crashed out again. But where was I? Nothing has changed. The independent review of the Churchill Files, the Churchill River MOU is ongoing. From my standpoint, it doesn't matter who leads the province of Quebec or who will be sitting across from me in the negotiating table. My focus remains firmly on acting in the best long-term interests of our province, and my priority will always be to ensure that Newfoundlanders and Labradorians are primary beneficiaries of our resources. Anyways, that crashed out, so once again, I'm sorry that I never shared it after. That's that. Now I'm gonna show you guys Bonnie Crombie's resignation. So, in the coming days, you'll probably hear Nate Erskine-Smith resign as MP. Really, he'll most likely win the leadership, but anyways, I'll show you the statement of Bonnie Crombie's resignation. When there could be leadership. Obviously, she announced her resignation a while ago, but it wasn't officially. But she never officially stepped down until yesterday, I believe. Anywho, where is it? Ontario Liberal Party. You might be like Jaxon. Why aren't you on X today? I don't know. They've had a chance yet, but yeah, for some other stuff I would be on X. Okay, so this crashes out. Don't mind, boys. A message from the Ontario Liberal Party. Bonnie Crombie announces her decision to step aside as leader of the Ontario Liberal Party. Bonnie Crombie has announced that effective immediately she has resigned as the leader of the Ontario Liberal Party. After careful reflection, I have made the decision to step aside as leader of the Ontario Liberal Party, said Bonnie Crombie. As we begin a new year, I believe this is the right movement for me and for the party to move forward. I am incredibly proud of the work we have done together to rebuild and renew our party. I am thankful to our members, volunteers, caucus, and supporters across Ontario. I am looking forward to spending more time with my family, including welcoming my first grandchild, while giving the party the space it needs to move forward with the new leadership. Crombie added that stepping aside now will allow the party to appoint an interim leader to take the helm while the leadership progress moves forward. Catherine McGarry, president of the Ontario Liberal Party, thanked Crombie for her service. On behalf of the Ontario Liberal Party, I want to sincerely thank Bonnie Crombie for her dedication, leadership, and commitment to our party and to the people of Ontario, said McGarry. Bonnie stepped forward at a critical moment and played an important role in rebuilding our party, growing our movement, and positioning us for the future. So, Doug Fuller might take over for that. He might as well. Yeah. By the way, I endorse the New Blue Party for anyone living in Ontario. But, yeah, that's that there. Now, I'm going to... What else should I show you guys? Oh, yeah, I'll show you the NDP leadership. Now, the federal NDP leadership. I'm going to go on X, actually, for this. Don't mind, guys. I'm thirsty. Yes, guys, follow me on X, too. Bye. Yeah, this is by X. Jackson's political Kyle or Patriot. Oh, well. Okay, let's go to home. Avi Lewis is the potential NDP leader who would do the least damages to the Conservative Party while doing the most damages to the Liberals. Okay. Good to know. Thank you. You're all quite left, personally. Anywho. Once again, guys, that happened for the 15th time. I hate when it happens, but yeah. Alright, so yeah, Leah Gazin endorsed A.V. Lewis, so that's what I wanted to say for that. Let's see what she endorsed. So I'll show you the video. Crap. And I hope this don't crash out. I pray it don't. I think if I'm on the tab, it wouldn't, like on the live stream YouTube tab, but if I'm...
Hello, everyone. My name is Leah Gazan, and I'm the proud member of Parliament for Winnipeg Centre. I'm joined here today by my very good friend, Avi Lewis. This is a critical moment for our country. The cost of everything is out of control. The climate crisis is a direct threat to our well-being and our economy. And the far right, is growing, feeding off people's despair. The stakes are high, and it's why this NDP leadership race really matters. We need someone who can rebuild our party. We need someone who can offer hope in tough times. And that person, I believe, is Avi Lewis. I'm supporting Avi because he can blow open the doors of our movement. He can make home for everyone who believes in economic, social, and environmental justice. He can unify progressives and bring back those who have left our party by offering bold solutions to the crisis we face. I see the values of my parents, lifelong CCFers and NDP organizers, reflected in Avi's campaign. As a family of mixed Lakota, Chinese, and Jewish ancestry, we faced exclusion from society that did not always understand who we were. But the NDP, we found community, a community that welcomed and fought for all those who were ignored, cast aside, and forgotten. We can become that party again, a party that speaks out for human rights without exceptions or qualifications, and a party that puts power back into the hands of members. We are at a critical moment. That's why we need a leader who is fearless and courageous. I believe Avi Lewis is the leader we need right now. But this can only happen if you become a member before January 28th, so you can vote in the leadership election. It's critical. Join us and let's make Avi Lewis the next leader of the NDP.
Leah, your support means the world to me.
Thank you, Avi.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for this endorsement. You're one of our movement's most principled, strongest leaders. Your work to advance human rights has made Canada a better place. Folks, you heard it from Leah. Sign up to become a member today. Let's win this race. And let's win a government that serves the many and not the money, like Leah Kazan says.
Thank you, Avi. So let's get it done by a membership today.
Thank you, my friend.
Yeah, I don't know if they really think they're going to form government or if they're just saying that. No, they're really not, but the first endorsement, that's that. All right, what else do I want to share? Oh yeah, I'll share some polls, I guess. 338 Canada. Yeah, I'm not 2 minutes of the stream. Is it that long yet? Damn. Yeah. I hope this don't break up again. Probably would, but yeah, so this poll has Liberals at this 338 Canada weekly poll. We'll see the change. I think this was January 11th, possibly, but in the meantime, so predicting a slim Liberal minority at 153, the Conservative 145, Bloc 31, NDP 12, and Green 2. So NL 4 Liberal, 3 Conservative. So what it is now. Nova Scotia 10 Liberal, 1 Conservative. PEI 4 Liberal. New Brunswick 6 Liberal, 4 Conservative. Quebec 38 Liberal, 31 Bloc, 8 Conservative, 1 NDP. Ontario 63 Liberal, 57 Conservative, 1 NDP, 1 Green. Manitoba 7 Liberal, 6 Conservative, 1 NDP. Saskatchewan 13 Conservative, 1 Liberal. Alberta 34 Conservative, 2 Liberal, 1 NDP. BC 19 Conservative, 16 Liberal, 7 NDP, and 1 Green. Yukon 1 Liberal, Northwest Territories 1 Liberal, and Nunavut 1 NDP. So that's what the polls are saying there. So that's getting quite tight. So, yeah, Carney's honeymoon soon ending. But yeah. Yeah, that's good news for that, but I'm going to go back to X. I feel like there's something I forgot to mention so far. Kobe, I need to get my thought spore straight. Yeah, I'm losing it by. But, one moment, please. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Bill C9. Yeah, so, Bill C9. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, but yeah, the Liberals are still casting a fit over it. Oh yes, guys. What did I forget? We need to check in on our good buddy Don. That's what I forgot. I can't believe I would forget him. Yes, that be Don Bradshaw, failed Liberal candidate for Larry Schmens, who lost against Conservative MP Carol Anstey. So, this is what Don Bradshaw said. Dear Minnesota, become the province. Anyways, that's not what I'm looking at, but this is what I'm looking at. He shared something about Bill C9. The attached file shows the exact intent of Bill C9 taken directly from the federal government website. Once again, Polyev is lying. Just another attempt to fire up evangelical right-wing conservatives straight out of Trump's playbook. This is the buddy who Trump endorsed. Yeah, Trump endorsed his leader, so, you'll never hear anything on them. They're nuts. But, oh yeah, and Army Chief Gill. Yeah, this is what he said. Yeah, he's meaningless, to be honest. Very annoying. But yeah, that's that. Oh. Yeah, they don't care. They just Trump derangement syndrome is what they have, right? But yeah. Let's see, is there anything else I tweeted that I want to show you guys? Oh yes, there is actually. Carney aligning with the CCP. So this is a clip Melissa's been shared how it started versus how it's going. So this is how it started.
Mr. Carney?
He said that China is Canada's biggest security threat while going to China, and seems like he's a fan of it. But of course he went to China, but just the way, really, he took like a mile one time.
Mr. Carney?
We're in a security section. I think we didn't have a chance to talk about anything internationally. I think the biggest security threat to Canada is China.
China, you say?
Yeah.
Mr. Carney?
We're in a security section. Canada is China.
Crap.
China, you say?
Not long ago in your Indo-Pacific strategy.
Then this is Foreign Affairs Minister Anita Anand.
China a global disruptive power. Do you still believe
Story's a bit low.
has your language around China softened?
This is a new government with a new prime minister, a new foreign policy, and a new geopolitical environment. In this moment of economic stress for our country, it is necessary for us to diversify our trading partners and to grow non-US trade by at least 50% over the next 10 years. The work that we will continue to do.
Anyways, screw the rest of that. So they prefer China over the US. Like what I was saying. They don't care. They want to go to China, do a deal with them. Like what I was saying about Kearney. Just sucking into China, rather. Yeah. So they would prefer to have a relationship with China over the States. No, this is how nuts there. They can't win next election. I don't think they would. This and Carney's reckless floor trying to convince people to cross the floor. Which Don said, Don Bradshaw apparently said, I could say I shaved his head, but there needs to be proof. That's how no Don Bradshaw is. But, yeah. That is that, boys. Sorry, this Lego here I got. Anyways, So, that's that. Anyone else with any questions? After that, I'll wrap up this video. Yeah. Okay, so no questions. Yeah. Guys, also I would like to say, there will be new videos of breaking news whenever things happen. Don't worry, guys. Alright. I think it's safe to end the stream now. Alright. See ya, guys. Bye. Follow me on socials. Have a blessed day. Bye.